y'all, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, so if y'all know me, y'all know this is the episode that I have been dreading. Okay, the bird lady is back, y'all. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, everybody is back from Nevis, and you know they give us a little spin and showing everybody what they've been up to. You know how it go. Y'all seen it. The first real scene is Monique and Ashley. Two people I do not enjoy, but whatever. Ashley and Monique are catching up, and for two people who have been friends this whole time, I don't even understand what we're catching up about. We're talking about stuff that everybody knows about. GNA, the whole public knows about GNA. Y'all all live in the same area. You mean to tell me you ain't heard nothing about GNA, Monique? Girl, bye. There you go with that fake stuff. But anyways, they're catching up. And I really don't care about none of this because it's all, I guess, for the plot. But what I do find interesting is we all know how season 5 went, right? And after season 5 wrapped, Monique went on a tour and complained about how she was unfairly handled, unfairly treated. She was plotted against, and she went through all this turmoil, and these people tried to stress her and break up her family. And she was just really, really upset that she felt like she was plotted on. It's weird that your re-entrance to the show, to the group, Ashley would concoct this whole mess, this whole plot with Stacey and Chris for Monique to come back into. That's your friend? I guess, girl. Like, what if Monique would have really been upset by this whole situation with Chris and would have got mad with Stacey and they would have got into it? But that's your friend. That's your friend. Okay. So next we have Angel and her sister, and they're meeting up for, was it yogurt, ice cream? I don't really know. Angel. I don't really care. I really don't care. Angel and Kiana are both playing victim and villain at the same time. I think Angel was really gassed about being a wag. Like, I don't know if she really lives her real life thinking that her being a wag means something to other people who don't live in that wag world. Like, maybe she really, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Angel lost me the moment she sat at that table and she allowed Kiana to tell her, and I hope that be the last time. The shame I felt, the secondhand embarrassment that I felt in that moment will never allow me to like Angel again after that. I have nothing for Angel. I have nothing for Angel. Did I do it? I don't think I reviewed that particular episode. Did I? I don't remember. Child. I can never see it for Angel after that. I can never see it for Angel after that. Like, I don't have nothing for you, Angel. When she went to meet up with Wendy and Giselle and Tia, and she said she looked so cute that day. She had her off the shoulder out top in her jeans. Her hair was laid. And she was like, you know, Kay said she didn't say that. But if she did, it's going to be a real problem. I thought you was a real bitch. I thought you was my type of bitch. I really did. Like, I was bamboozled. I was tricked. And I just don't have nothing for Angel anymore after that. I really don't. I thought you was really going to stand on what you said. I understand, Angel, that Kiana is really your friend in real life and you don't want to ruin your friendship over some show stuff. But that is the reason why it's weird that you would come to this group of ladies and say, if she said that, it's going to be a real problem. Especially after how she got, you know, attacked with the glass by the Sesame Street Banshee. Like, why say any of that if you're not that type of girl? I don't understand it. I don't get it. But, you know, Angel popping her shit about Wendy with her sister. I mean, I'm not angry about it. I really don't care. I really don't care. The only reason why it's going to annoy me just a little bit, well, it did annoy me just a little, just a tinge. It annoyed me because You're gonna sit there and pop your shit and say the girl looked like Forrest Whitaker. Somebody on TikTok is not going to heaven. The way they flip that back around, I'm not even gonna repeat it here because that's not my sin to carry. But if anybody was to turn it around and really read you down, you will cry. You will cry. And then we'll be the bad guy. So that's the type of stuff I don't like. If you're going to talk shit about somebody else's appearance, when they talk shit about yours, don't cry. Accept it. So this is why she thought her and Giselle were kindred spirits, because Giselle likes to do this same bullshit. Giselle likes to be on this same kind of mess. Giselle likes to pinch people, and then when they punch her in her jaw, then she's like, oh my God, don't start none, won't be none. I don't know why y'all mamas didn't teach y'all that. Don't start none, won't be none. You sitting up there degrading Wendy, talking about she look like a man by the eyes, and she has a permanent Instagram filter on her face because you're mad that Giselle called you out. Angel, you do not look like the girl in your pictures. You don't. And it's not because you have baby weight on you. I know a lot of people have been trying to, help Angel, say, oh, it's because she gained weight. It's not because she gained weight. Those pictures are face-tuned. They're not filters. They're face-tuned. That nose, your nose ain't never looked like that girl's nose. When we saw the picture of Angel being slim, she still did not look like the girl in those pictures. Those girls that's someone else's face, Angel. That's not your face. And it's okay. It's okay. We all have fun with filters and makeup. I love me some makeup. That's why I got my shades on right now. I just got through. Well, I'm not through. I'm paying my monthly dues as a woman right now, okay? It's one of them days, okay? I have dark circles. I'll let you see a little bit, I ain't an ugly bitch, though. I'm just saying, we all go through things. We play with our pictures. We filter our pictures, okay? You might have a little friend on your face. You might want to blur that out. We all play with our pictures. But you know what it is with Angel? Angel really has like a chip on her shoulder. She really thinks she's that girl. Her whole identity is tied to being Bobby's wife. And because Bobby was that dude and he's making that money and he was a starter for 10 years, she feels like that means something in this group, and it does not. It means absolutely nothing. She wanted to come in this group and join in on the fun. They're making fun of Stacy. She wanted to join in on the jokes. And then when they threw a joke your direction, you want to play pussy and cry. And why? And it's very annoying. It's very, very, very annoying. If you don't like to be made fun of, don't make fun of nobody else. I know we don't like Giselle sometimes. I know Giselle gets on my nerves, okay? And she done pissed me off because of this damn Bravo con, and we're going to get to her. But my thing with Giselle calling you out about the filters, all you have to say was, yeah, girl, I like a filter here and there. Is it hurting you? Oh, I didn't think so. Moving on. Or you could have just did like your sister did, drag her neck. Now, and what? You know how to back a bitch up off of you. But see, the problem is you thought you didn't have to go through that, right? You thought you were not going to have to go through that because you are a wag, because you are Bobby's wife. And we don't even know Bobby. Yes, Bobby is very handsome and he seems like he's very wealthy and he's athletic, okay? But that don't mean nothing to us. That means something to you. And the people in that wag world, that don't mean nothing to us, regular folks. The people watching the show, the people on the show, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything at all. But I must say, I really do believe the Angel, y'all watched the game. We all watched the game. Y'all saw how the sunbeams were. I really feel like Angel was a character off of the game. She was a sunbeam. I think she was a jerk to women. She was a bitch to certain women. And she's probably now feeling the effects. Like, oh, I treated women like this before and now I'm getting treated that way. Maybe when Angel became a wag, she got to bypass all the hazing because her husband was a starter. Is that what it is? She just never thought she would be in the bottom position. Well, be careful how you know what I say? Be careful how you treat people, because the same people you step on to get to the top are the same people you're going to meet on your way down. That's some real stuff. Like, if you can't handle it, don't dish it out to people if you can't take it, you know? I don't feel bad for Angel. I don't. And the way her and her sister was dragging, if people get to dragging you and your sister, keep the same energy, okay? Keep laughing. Keep doing that, okay? But yeah, I guess. Okay, so this is the second season that I don't have any faves. Of course, I have love for Wendy. That's my Gemini sis. I'm always going to have love for her. The other Gemini ain't my sis, and I ain't never had no love for her. But I do like Wendy. I'm always gonna love her, okay? But it doesn't compare to what I feel for Candace. It just doesn't. And how I used to love Karen, it never gave that. It just never did. And her current situation, her current legal situation, I feel really bad for her. But she about to piss me off. She's about to piss me all the way off. Wendy, it's one thing to brag, okay? It's one thing to brag. It's one thing to even steal or be sneaky or cheat the system or scam the system that been scamming us. But to get on television and brag about money that's not really yours, that you scammed to get, I don't like that. Wendy, don't piss me off. Wendy, I don't even really want to say too much about it because I'm about to get pissed off. Her talking about the renovations in her house. Wendy, don't make our vex. Like, for real. You really about to piss me off with this. Oh, we're doing this and we're getting a new sunroom and this ain't even your money. What happened to real G's moving silence? That wasn't needed. That was not. I don't even want to talk about it too much more. Wendy, that pissed me off. And I'm trying to stand beside you, girl. I hope there ain't no more too many scenes like this. Like, I hope there's no big. Anyways, we're gonna move to the next subject. So about Shio. I tell y'all before, I don't care. I never cared. And I still don't care. If she wants to enter the cannabis business, Uswanami on day. I don't care. It's money. Get your money, girl. Get your money. The moment when you guys truly accept that Stacey has been sent here to troll you guys, y'all will have a better blood pressure. Okay? Because that's all she's doing is trolling. Even when she got on the phone to tell Ashley, like, you know, my gummy line is coming out. She's been sent here to troll you guys. I don't care. Like, I don't care. I think Wendy is smart enough, though, to realize it. And she's smart enough to be like, you know, okay, girl, that's all you can say. You can't stop her. So you might as well just get with it or get over it. I mean, I don't know. Speaking of Shio. Y'all heard what Burna Boy did this weekend to that lady at his concert? He kicked this lady out of his concert because she fell asleep. But he was late. Ciao. And then I heard, I don't know if it's true, but they say he was doubling down on it, talking about he ain't begged nobody to be his fan. I was like, I'm glad I ain't never was your fan, okay? I was never your fan. That one song, you ate that one song. Them other songs, I really didn't care too much about that. I'm just glad it wasn't Davido, because if it was you, David, if you did that, my feelings would be hurt, okay? I wouldn't like that. But anyways. Okay, this scene with Tia and her kid. Her children are something else. Her children are really something else. They're beautiful, beautiful kids, though. They really are. That's a beautiful family. Them kids, they cause me anxiety. It's a lot going on in that household. Like, bless Tia. The way that she's able to just still be, like, so relaxed and chill. Maybe Monique should have been a lazy mom. Maybe she would have been a lot happier if she was a lazy mom that says, look, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing that. Because all the personality that is under Tia's roof, and she still seems to be a very happy, chill lady. Monique, you should have been a lazy mom, bitch. Just say it. I'm just saying, like, Tia seems to be very stress-free. She looks great. She seems happy. Them kids are a lot. But it doesn't get to her. Should have been a lazy mom. I'm just saying. So Giselle is going to Atlanta. Y'all saw. She's contesting this will that has been uncovered since her father's passing. Did y'all know that her daddy was married to... I feel like she never told us her daddy was married. I guess she didn't like the lady, so that's why she never told us that her daddy was married. Oh, guys, these men, even our fathers sometimes, Jesus, Lord. I don't even want to get into it. Only thing, I'm going to use this opportunity to tell y'all, anybody that's listening, if you know somebody, tap your neighbor on your shoulder and you let them know what I'm telling you. Get your affairs together, okay? I don't care if you have a little bit of money or you have a lot of bit of money. Make sure your affairs are correct, okay? Make sure whatever you have, accounts, savings, IRA, whatever you got, life insurance policies, your house, your car, whatever you have, make sure you know who you want it to go to. I know we don't like to talk about those type of things. I know we just don't. Trust me, we don't like those type of conversations, but it's necessary. Because when I tell you, if you don't cross every T and dot every I, you leave your family and your loved ones in a world of mess and hurt, and you don't want that. I'm speaking from experience. 7-year-long battle. I'm telling y'all what I know. That's why every time, I'm getting loud, but that's why every time when Candy would talk about her trust for Riley and the other kids, and Todd would get in his feelings about what she should leave to whom, and she would get mad at Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce is telling you right, Candy. I feel like the last time Candy talked about this on Atlanta, she said everything wasn't finalized. That's a very dangerous game to play. Because the people you love the most are going to be hurt and affected by it. When I tell you these lawyers and these people, other human beings that you have to deal with on earth, when I tell you they will put you through some shh. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling y'all what I know. Make sure everything is together. Don't do your kids like this. For Giselle daddy to be the age that he was, he should have had his will finalized back when he was 60. And if you acquire more things, then you continue doing what you need to do. For Giselle, and y'all know Giselle be getting on my nerves, but I know what that feels like, so I don't wish that on nobody. Why he didn't have his stuff together? Especially when you know you marry or you take on a partner that doesn't quite get along with the rest of the people in your family. Love ain't that damn blind. You knew it was going to be some mess. Why didn't you have everything straightened out? Before you marry her, before you even move in the house with her, make sure everything is together. I don't know, maybe don't let that be you. That's all I'm saying. If you got a little bit of something, make sure it's going to where you want it to go. We are in the day and age of technology. Grab your phone, record a video, send it. Do what you got to do. Because when I tell you people are nasty and tricky, you sitting there thinking that, oh my God, I'm so sad this person is dying. And somebody is off to the side doing the most devilish, sneaky shit that they're sitting there crying and weeping and sad and grieving like, oh my God, this person is about to leave me. And you don't know. It's another somebody off to the side conspiring to snatch stuff that don't belong to them. Let me tell y'all, I remember, I want to say, this had to be about a month or two after my mom passed. A month or two after my mom passed away. I worked for my mom, okay? She had a store and I was a notary. And my mom had already passed. This lady walks in and she brings me a notebook paper with 3 sentences on there saying that she is supposed to be the power of attorney for another person. She didn't come in with the other person. So you want me to notarize that? I was like, ma'am, I explained to her all the reasons as to why I cannot notarize this notebook paper that you just scribbled on probably 5 minutes before you walked into this store. I cannot notarize this. I didn't say it to her like that. I said it very professionally, but I let her know, like, I can't do that for you. I gave her some suggestions as to where she should go to maybe try to get that figured out. And that lady cussed me out. She hurled all types of xenophobic things towards me. And she was livid. Like, you want me to notarize this nonsense. You're clearly trying to do something shady and sneaky, and I won't be a part of it. It's not going to hold up in nobody's courtroom in the first place, but I'm still not going to be a part of it. Yeah, that's what she did. Mind you, this lady had an accent her damn self. And she started hurling all types of xenophobic. You come in people's country and you don't even know the law. You don't know the law. Why are you sitting here arguing with me? I don't want to notarize it. There's a lot of other places you can go to get something notarized. But you came to me because you thought I was dumb enough to do it. You know you couldn't go nowhere else because they was not going to allow it. You took the chance that because we were a small store that we were going to be able to do it. And we were like, no, ma'am, I can't do it. She cussed me out. And I had to let her know, like, this is right after my mama passed away. If I would have allowed myself to come out of my skin, I would have whooped that lady ass. But I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Clap for me. Clap for me. I did not do that. I just told her, ma'am, you need to leave. And I was born and raised in the state of Texas, okay? So I did not come from nobody else's country, okay? I was born right here, boo. But you have a nice day. You can leave. That's what I told her. But I really wanted to cuss her ass out. I really did. But I'm just letting y'all know, okay? While y'all are all gathered around grandma's bed, granddaddy's bed, your mama bed, your husband's bed, it's gonna be some sneaky character off to the side that might look like Tawanda. Let me stop. It's gonna be a sneaky, shady character off to the side plotting. So make sure you got your stuff the way you want it. Like I said, make a video. Make a video. Get your stuff notarized. It don't really take much. It don't take too much. But don't get caught out here like Giselle and her daddy situation. Because when I tell you, you will waste so much money. It would be no need in fighting over an estate. But listen to that. Just a little bit of advice. Okay, so Kiana and Greg's scene. I feel like I done cracked the code on Little Miss K. Okay, I feel as though Kiana just doesn't have any substance, okay? Malaysia has substance. Kiana does not have substance. Kiana just there. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She clearly is smart enough to run a successful business. Kudos to her on that. Get your money, girl, get your money. But there's no personality. There's just nothing was there. Nothing was there. Where is Nene? Nothing is there, okay? There's no personality. There's no nothing. She might say something a little cute every now and then, but she's just really a pretty girl, and she should have probably stayed friend of the show. And I have a theory, and I didn't want to say, I don't care, I'm going to say it. Look, I feel like last season, out of nowhere, Karen turned on Stacey. She said she didn't like Stacey using her contacts and Stacey doing business with her friends and not letting her know first. She turned on Stacey, and Stacey lets Wendy know, like, oh, well, girl, she was talking about you. She said you were self-centered. She said you was all that. So by the end of last season, Karen wasn't getting along with Wendy, and she wasn't getting along with Stacey. Kiana wanted to inherit Karen's beef. That is why this season she's coming for Stacey. She's coming for Wendy. And I think in her mind, well, next season Karen's going to be back, and I'm going to be in Karen's good graces, and I'm going to have Karen's fans on my side. You ain't low, Kiana. I see you. And I've been seeing you this whole season. Because if the incident with Sesame Street was so traumatizing and is so sensitive for you, which I believe it is. I do believe it is. What I don't understand is like the picking and choosing. If it hurts your feelings that Giselle said you were the aggressor, I'm still with you there, right? But why doesn't it hurt your feelings that Cookie with the big titties, when she said it was your fault as well? She said that it was your fault that you got cracked open. She said that. It was on the episode. Go back and watch it. She said it was your fault that you got your head cracked open. But you didn't have no problem sitting across the table from her on Karen's birthday like, I'm a tally ho. You was skinning and grinning in her face. You've been skinning and grinning in Ashley's face all season. You're so upset and bothered by what happened, and you don't like that people were insensitive to what happened to you. But you were skinning and grinning in Cookie's face, in Giselle's face, in Ashley's face. If the Cookie Monster shows up, you're going to be giving her hugs too? I don't understand how you're mad at Wendy. Like, you could say, you know what? Wendy's not my type of girl. She's a surface friend. She's a work friend. She kind of fake. I don't really fool with her. We would accept that. But it's like so much venom for Wendy, but then you want to be in this group and you want to be friends with Ashley. And we're going to get to Ashley. The way Ashley served your stupid ass on up, girl, Ashley made you look like a fool. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. But yeah, I just really feel as though Kiana came back with the agenda to separate herself from Stacey and Wendy because she wants to be Karen's new Candace. And I spoke on that briefly at the top of this season if you've been watching my videos. If you haven't been watching my videos, could you please go back and watch it and give me a like, okay? Actually like this video and hype it up, please. Thank you. But yeah, I feel like Kiana came back this season to distance herself from Wendy and Stacey because she wants to be an extension of Karen. She really should be a friend of. She doesn't deserve to be a full-time housewife. She doesn't have a mind of her own. She doesn't have a personality of her own. She's very beautiful. She's a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous girl. Stunning. That face is perfection. But you have no personality. Like, you have none. You just there, girl. You just there. And, you know, I be watching Candace's podcast. It's a really good podcast. It's a really good podcast. Like, I really, really enjoy it. Like, I'm not just saying that because I love Candace, but I really do like her podcast. And on the last episode, well, not the last episode, but I haven't watched the new one yet. But the last one that I watched, she said that the girls need a mentor. And Karen was that mentor for her. Karen being a mentor to Kiana ain't gonna help her. It's not gonna help her none. Well, maybe it will. I don't know. I don't know at all. But at this point, with the viewers, I just don't like Kiana anymore. I just don't like her. I've just seen a side of her that I don't like, and we can't recover. We can't go back. See, the thing with some of the other women, not Ashley, but like Giselle, Robin, I liked Giselle her first season. So I'm always going to be able to go back to a time where I used to like Giselle. I'm always going to go back to the time where I went up for Robin. Never for Ashley. Never for Mia. Monique, you dangerous. You're a dangerous person. I could never like you. But you know what I mean? Like, when you establish yourself something, you know, like, even like, let's say Nene, right? Nene showed her behind season 11. But you know why we were able to forgive Nene? Because Nene had all these other great moments. Kiana and Angel, they don't have great moments. So it's like, we ain't that willing to forgive. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know, like, I've been holding that theory to myself. I've been wanting to say it, but I ain't been wanting to say it. All of this attitude that Kiana got for Stacey and Wendy, it has the Grand Dame written all over it. She may not be on this season, but I know her. This is Karen's signature written all over it. And Karen can get away with that. Why? Because Karen is a fan favorite. Kiana, my girl, you are not that. You should have let Karen fight her own battles. You should have really let Karen fight her own battles. Because now, Stacey, who a lot of people wasn't really feeling that, you know, we wasn't feeling her all that much last season. Now people like her. Now we like her. And now we looking at you like you a big fool. And you let Ashley make you look like the biggest fool. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Her and Greg, girl, we don't care. We do not care about you and Greg. Greg is acting for his life, okay? Kudos to you, Greg, okay? You are really playing it up. But y'all playing in our face. And I'm confused about this whole house thing. I'm really confused. Because last season, this is what I understood. Maybe I'm missing something. But this is what I thought I had heard. Kiana was supposed to be moving in with Greg at his place so that they could fill each other out. Because they were building a house from the ground up. So they were moving in so that they can get a feel for each other while their house was being completed. Ain't that what she said? I pay attention. I never like to, get stuff wrong. I don't like to spread misinformation, but that's what I thought I heard. And I don't care enough to go back and rewatch it because Kiana, girl, you just left a bad taste in my mouth. But ain't that what she said? And then at the last reunion, she had moved out because Greg was just doing too much. But now they're... You know what? I don't even care. Next. Wendy and Stacey going... Where they was... Dinner, lunch, brunch, I don't know, but they both look really good. But Wendy's outfit, girl, Wendy, you be eating up the looks, okay? Now her little diaper thing with the blazer that she was wearing, that purple one and then the white one, throw those looks away, okay? Let's never revisit those looks. But everything else, you've been doing well. And I just got to tap you on your shoulder, girl. You did that. You look really, really cute. And Stacey looks cute too. Okay, Stacey looks nice. But when I tell y'all Stacey be playing in these girls' faces, she be trolling. And I think that Wendy has caught on to that. And that's why Wendy is not getting upset, because she's caught on. She sees what it is. Okay, she can see the forest from the trees. Stacey be trolling. She doesn't take any of this serious. She might step on your toes a little bit. You just got to be like, hey, girl, not too much. But getting yourself worked up about Stacey, you have wrinkles for no reason. Stacey don't give a damn. If I'm ever on somebody's reality show, I'm not gonna be like Stacey, because Stacey could be a little bit too much. But I promise y'all, I fully intend to clown. Don't try me though. Don't try me. But I fully intend, if I'm ever on somebody's reality show, like, it's gonna... Y'all, I don't even want to be nobody full-time nothing. I want to be Marlo. I just want to come through, fuck it up, leave, fuck it up and leave again. That's what I would be on. That would be my vibe. Jazzy's wedding was very beautiful. I'm glad that the girls could stop for 2 hours. 2 hours to support. That was really lovely. Yo, I don't know. The people are really messing with Jazzy. I don't know why they don't just want to give her full-time status or a real, a solid friend contract. I don't know what's going on over there in Potomac. Y'all need to get it together. Jazzy's a great addition. She got on my nerves though, but I like her. She looked beautiful. Their wedding, they spent a good coin on that wedding. I'm so shady, I can't help it. This is what Shamia wanted. Had Portia and Candy both attended Shamia's wedding, I think that they would have made the cameras follow them. And then Shamia's wedding would have been on Real Housewives of Potomac. Even if it was just one scene, it would have been on Did I say Potomac? It would have been on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That is the reason why to this day Shamia is vexed with Portia. She don't give a damn about Portia. She don't care about Portia's friendship. She does not care about Portia's friendship. She is upset because she knows the tension that was going on between Portia and Candy at the time. What was that, season 11? Was it season 10? Who fuck knows? Was it season 10 or season 11? It was season 10. Sorry for cussing. Season 10, when Shamia was getting married, had Portia and Candy both attended the wedding, producers would have wanted to capture the mess and the drama and the tension. And they would have no choice but to have filmed a part of Shamia's wedding. And that's why Shamia is mad to this day with you, Portia. If Portia wanted to be petty, I think they've wrapped filming. If Portia really wanted to be petty though, what she would do is like, okay, Shamia, let's throw you a wedding. Okay, you wanted your wedding on the show, girl, let's just throw you a wedding. Wrap that bitch up with toilet paper, give her a real gown, and let her be a bride on, on Atlanta. Didn't they throw Kenya a wedding season 11? I'm lying, because she wasn't on there season 11. She was on there season... Was it season 10? It was season 10. See, you saw how they threw Kenya a wedding? That's what Shamia wanted. We're not even supposed to be talking about Atlanta. Let's get back to Potomac. Okay, so this Pride event, y'all, I've never been to Pride. I want to go. I just want to go Ain't nobody ever invited me. The closest I've ever gotten to Pride was my homegirl. She was talking to this guy one time, and he was having a little something at a Hotel Derrick. If you're from Houston, you know. And it was Pride weekend, and it was a whole bunch of people there with the festivities, and so we kind of like was kicking it with them. But that's the closest I've ever been to Pride. Like, nobody ain't never invited me, y'all. Why none of my friends ain't never invited me to Pride? I want to go. Like, I would love to go and show support and have a good time. But yeah, they look like they was having, look like they about to have a time there. And, I would like to be invited one day. When Ashley was giving out the t-shirts with the names, I don't know, were they supposed to be drag names? I don't know. Y'all, it's really hard to pay attention to Ashley. I'm sorry, I'm not a hater. I've never been a hater a day in my life. But I just can't get with anything Ashley does. I cannot believe she's a Gemini. I really enjoy other Geminis. Nothing she does ever, it never lands on me. I just be like, girl, I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean. I promise I'm not. But when she was giving out the names, did y'all see how Grace was looking? Grace had this look on her face like, I cannot believe my mom is friends with this lady. That's what it was giving me. That's what I felt like Grace was saying with her eyes through the TV screen. Like, my mom is really friends with this woman. What is wrong with her? That's what I think Grace was saying. That's what I was looking at Tia when, what was her nickname? Something about pop the whatever. And I was like, pop your pussy for your man. Pop your pussy for your man. Pop your pussy for your man. Girl, I was like, Tia's body. She's a bad bitch. Tia looks really good. Okay, her body is serving. Like, and she had 4 babies. Yes, girl, yes. Yes, Tia. Y'all, I have been missing meals ever since I saw Kayla Nicole's costume dressed like Toni Braxton for Halloween. Y'all, I've been hungry ever since. I need to get my life together. The girls are out here serving body yaddy yaddy, and I'm trying to be amongst the number. Okay, I want to look. I need to get on my Tia. I need to get on my Miss Tia. What is Tia's last name? I need to get on my Tia Glover. Okay, I need to get on my Kayla Nicole. But yeah, Tia look good. Okay, yes, that's 4 kids. 4. She had twins. You did that. Okay, so. Let me tell y'all something. For some BS, I'm going to call it out. For 3 episodes, maybe longer, Ashley has been dangling this carrot that Stacey was trying to get with Chris Samuels, as if we are supposed to care. Dangling this carrot. Like, when Chris Samuels and Monique, I don't know if they were divorced yet, but when they announced that they were getting a divorce, the girls been like rabid dogs trying to get some of that Chris Samuels money, okay? They've been all in his DMs. The girls was throwing themselves at Big Chris. So if Stacey was one of the girls that was throwing that meow at Chris, Uswana me on day, why are we supposed to care? But according to Ashley and Giselle and a little bit of Wendy, we supposed to care. Y'all explain to me how this has been Ashley's big moment. How did Kiana get into things? How did this become Kiana's moment? How did this become Kiana's... How? Ashley set you up, Kiana. She set you up like a damn dummy. Y'all gonna learn about Ashley Darby. Y'all gonna learn. Okay, Candace had to learn the hard way about that bulbous forehead. And before y'all try to come for me, I have a big forehead too, and I'm very proud. I'm not ashamed, okay? I'm not ashamed about my big forehead, okay? Big forehead means you have a big brain. You're smart. But yeah, like, let me tell y'all what I think happened. I think that obviously Ashley and Monique been going back and forth. They've been gisting, they've been talking, they've been sharing notes. And I think that Monique probably let Ashley know, like, girl, I'm not about to come on there and beef with this girl. I don't care about this. So they had to rework this situation because Ashley wasn't gonna let this mess go. She done took all this time digging up all this mess. She needed to see it follow through. So I feel like she put all this mess in a box and gave it to Kiana. What Giselle used to say, I just stirred a pot and handed the spoon to Ashley. Well, now Ashley handed the spoon to Kiana and got Kiana sitting there looking dummy, looking like a duck, looking stupid. You can't even get the words out correctly. You look like Cynthia did when she was trying to drop the tea about Mr. Chocolate. Oh, I heard Samuel. Like, she could not even pronounce Samuels. I heard Samuel. Like, girl, shut up. Oh my God, Kiana, you are a disappointment. You are truly a disappointment. Oh, well, she said that she's friends with you, that she would see you guys out and y'all are friends. You know Stacey. How you don't know Stacey? She's doing all of this to protect her raggedy relationship. Girl, I guess. I'm glad. I'm very much relieved that Monique did not come on here trying to pipe up because of Chris. Even though y'all showed us a hot mic moment in the trailer where Monique was like, my ex-husband, we're not doing that. I really hope, I really hope that was, y'all did that to confuse us. I really do, because like, girl, she gonna look so ridiculous coming on here. Well, we already know that she don't care. We know she don't care because she didn't want Chris. She left Chris. She did not want Chris. Chris would have stayed married to Monique forever. There's no need to lie. We know that man was never going to leave that woman. We know she chose to leave. So Ashley trying to set Stacey up, what was the point of that? Maybe she thought Stacey was going to say something else and then Monique was going to get mad at the something else that Stacey said and then they would be beefing. I don't know. But Monique, girl, Ashley isn't your friend. She was setting you up to come right back into some bull. And you think that that's your friend. Child, I guess. I really don't got too much more to say. Like, this video is already long enough. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, I don't know if you checked out the new feature, the hype feature, but hype my video up. Hype it up, hype it up, hype it up. Okay. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.